Moving on to question number 8 of exercise 14b. In this question, a Venn diagram is given to us, and this is basically a Venn diagram. Since there is no universal set given, so there is no rectangle outside, and since there are talking about only two sets A and B, so there are only two circles. And the Venn diagram shows the elements in set A and in set B. This is our set A, and this is our set B, as it is written over here. We have to list all the elements in set A and in set B, and in the next part we have to explain that is a proper subset of B or not. So first of all, we will start off by reading this Venn diagram. I told you that circles are used to represent sets, so we have two sets A and B. This is our set A, and set A has only three members, that is S, T and U. So since in the first part we have to list all the elements of A and B, so the answer of A, the members of set A are S, T and U. So this is the working, and since this is a set, so I will use curly brackets and I will write S, T, U separated by a comma. So set A has only three members, since the circle has only three letters inside. So when I will talk about set B, so I will look at this whole area. Set B has set A also, means these three members are also a part of set B. You can't write these five elements, these five members only. You have to include these three as well, because this is the set B. This circle is set B, and everything which is inside this circle, all the members which are inside this circle are a part of B. So what will I do? The answer of part 1 is we have to list all the elements of A and B. The elements of A is STU and the elements of B will be STU, V, W, X, Y, Z, because I will include these three members as well in set B, because set B has set A as their members as well. So set A has only three members and set B has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I will not write A inside the set A, because it is clearly mentioned in the question that I have two sets, the elements in A and B. So I have B and A are basically set representation. I will not write capital A inside the curly bracket. So this were the elements, and I have to list the elements. So I have listed the elements of A and B. Now moving to part B. Is A a proper subset of B? We have to explain this. Basically the word subset means part of a set. Subset means part of a set, and proper subset is basically a part of a set that has two conditions. For example, if a set is a part of another set, as you can see in the Venn diagram, that B, A is a part of B because it is drawn inside. So we can clearly see that A is a part of B, A is a subset of B. But we have to decide that is B a proper subset? Yes, A is a proper subset of B because there are two conditions. The first condition is that every member of A should be a part of B. Every member of A has three members, and these three members are also a part of set B. Yes, this is true in this case. And the second condition is that set A and set B are not equal. Equal sets are those sets which have same number of elements. A and B are not equal sets because A has only 3 members and B has 8 members. A is a part of B, A is a subset of B, and what type of subset? A is a proper subset of B. Why? Because every member of A is present in B. Every member of A is present in B, and the other condition is that A is not equal to B, means set A and set B are not equal. So since these two conditions are being satisfied, so I can say that yes, A is a proper subset of B because every element of A is present in B and A is not equal to B. So these two conditions, if these two conditions are satisfied, then you can see that say that these two sets are proper subset. So this was about question number 8 of exercise 14b. In this question we just have to identify, we have to list the elements, and we just have to tell what is a proper subset. A proper subset is a subset, basically a part of a set, which is meeting these two conditions. The first condition is that every member of A is in B, and the next thing is that both sets should be unequal.